Hello and welcome back to Secret Pocketbook. My name is Emily and I'm on the events team at the Ann Arbor District Library. If you want to learn how to get started on this project, I'm going to link to the other videos in this series in the description below. Today we're going to be learning two folded forms that are both using a single sheet of square paper. The first is the Turkish map fold, which unsurprisingly has been used to display maps for many years. You'll also see this sometimes called like an exploding card on online, and it is great to use for cards, and you could also make it to a book. And the other form we have is a triangle book. So the triangle fold can actually, you can just fold it out into a star like this, but it actually functions as a small triangular book, so you can write on this side and flip through the pages like a normal book. For this project, you're going to need a surface to cut on, a ruler with a metal edge, a utility or craft knife, a pencil for marking measurements, and a bone folder. For this project, we're going to be cutting down a lot of sheets of paper to size, so I want to show you how I do it. First, I turn it onto its non-decorative side if it has one, and then with either my ruler or using my cutting mat as a guide, I make marks where I know I'm going to want to cut my paper. I usually make these marks with a mechanical pencil near the edges of the paper. I like using mechanical pencils because they leave a more accurate mark that can be erased away. This pencil here actually looks like a regular old wooden pencil, but it is a secret mechanical pencil. Once I've made my marks, then I grab my T-square and I use that, I brace it up against the edge of my table or my cutting mat, and I use it to make sure that I'm making nice straight lines along my paper so that the corner of my paper is in square. And then I draw a long pencil mark along it. Once I've made my marks on my paper, then I take my utility knife, you could also use a craft knife here, and I use my ruler with my metal edge, and I make cuts where I need to, using those pencil lines as a guide. And I cut towards myself, which probably isn't the safest thing in the world, so you're probably smarter than me and you will know to cut away from yourself, but that's how I do it. And that's really all there is to it. If your paper has a decorative side, and you want the decorative side to face outward, start by folding it so that the decorative side is inward. Just fold the paper in half. Open it back up, and now you're going to fold it corner to corner with the decorative side facing you. And just repeat on the diagonal. So you're folding the other corner to the opposite corner. So now when we open it up, we see that we've folded it into 6 triangles. So 2 of those triangles are small, and 2 of them are large. We're going to take those 2 large ones and close them together like a book. and that makes one large triangle. And then we'll just go over that with the bone folder to help it lie flat. So you can see that there's kind of a center point created by the inner triangles folding together. And so you want to take the outside corner and just one at a time fold them all into that center point. So just fold them over, again, go over them with the bone folder. It will really help things in the end. So just one corner at a time, just fold each corner over and just make sure that the point lines up with that central point in the middle. And then do that for the other two corners. So what you end up with is this weird shape with these 4 flaps sticking out. So you're going to take each one of those flaps and pop it open and then fold it inside out. So if you're familiar with origami, this is known as squash fold. So again, just take the flap, open it up, and fold it inside out. And then do that with the other 2 corners. As the last step, you just want to go over everything with your bone folder again. And there is your completed Turkish map fold. For the triangle fold, again, you'll start with your square piece of paper and you just want to fold it over in half. And then open it up and fold it in half the other way. So we folded it into 4 little squares. So then you're going to do the same thing as the Turkish map fold. You're going to take a corner and fold it to its opposite corner. Open up the paper again and take the corner and fold it to its opposite corner. So now you can see we have folded the paper into 8 little triangles of equal size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those fold lines between the 2 triangles and I'm going to make a cut along it. So I'll just do that using my ruler and my utility knife. And so you see that cut, it goes all the way up to the center point where all of the folds intersect, but it doesn't go beyond it. Now I'm just going to start accordioning, and I'm going to have to fold some of the triangles backwards, so there'll be a little resistance, but I'm just going to slowly accordion all of them together until they form one triangle shape. And then, you guessed it, go over it with the bone folder, make sure that it lies flat. So you can look at the triangle fold 2 ways. You can flip through pages like this, or you can turn it over